One of Jay-Z's most astounding triumphs throughout the course of a long and impressive career has being relevant to hip-hop's youth movement. Today's budding stars still look up to Jay, nearly 30 years after he began, while others who started at the same time have gone out of favor over time. When it comes to new artists, a Jay cosign is generally the first indicator that it's their time to shine, and he recently delivered that blessing on Louisville rapper EST Gee, whom he not only welcomed to the studio but also gave some tough but helpful advice to. Even though being told not to bring a ghostwriter to the studio could seem insulting to most people in the industry, EST Gee seemed to take it all in stride, taking it as a sign that Jay-Z is cooler than the typical old fella. EST Gee informed Complex about Jay's phone call right before bringing EST Gee to the Super Bowl and to the studio, which he said he had made. Jay-Z is kinda old, he recalled. He's been rap for a long time, and he ain't weird. He gonna shoot a joke at you and everything. He told me, let me bring you down to the Super Bowl with me so we can kick it. He's like, we got in the studio, make sure you don't bring your ghostwriter with you. I'm like, damn. He's like, yeah man, they told me you have somebody write that shit for you. He was dead serious about it. That's how I know he's from the street, who made it down to the big level. In case you didn't know, here's what a ghostwriter is. In order to produce literary or journalistic works, speeches, or other writings that have been officially credited to another person as the author, a ghostwriter is hired. Ghostwriters are frequently hired by celebrities, business people, participants in timely news topics, and political leaders to produce or modify autobiographies, memoirs, magazine articles, and other written content. When impersonating others, memoir ghostwriters often take satisfaction in disappearing, as this indicates the quality of their work. Ghostwriters are frequently employed in the music industry to write song lyrics and musical parts. Ghostwriters can also be used to improve screenplays by editing or rewriting them. In most cases, the contract between the ghostwriter and the credited author has a confidentiality clause that requires the former to stay unknown. The author or publisher may thank the ghostwriter for his or her writing skills, euphemistically referred to as a researcher or research assistant, although ghostwriter is frequently not mentioned. Ghostwriting, often known as ghosting, can be found in a variety of artistic fields. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart is an example of a well-known composer who was paid to ghostwrite music for affluent patrons. Composers have traditionally engaged ghostwriters to assist them write musical works and songs. In popular music, ghosting is also common in the style of the credited musician. A pop music ghostwriter writes lyrics in a tune. The rising usage of ghostwriters by high-profile hip-hop stars has sparked debate in the music industry. The use of a number of assistants to work on a piece that is credited to a single artist is prevalent in the visual arts, whether in fine art or commercial art such as comics. For example, Andy Warhol used an assembly line silkscreen process to produce his artwork. When credit is given to the writer, however, the acknowledgement of their participation is regarded as public domain, and the writer in question is not considered a ghostwriter in this case. Reasons why someone would hire a ghostwriter. Ghostwriting is a regular practice, but it isn't always publicized. A ghostwriter can be hired to alter current material when someone wishes to develop a new copy for a website. Writing commercial or company copy or delivering new or updated text for personal or professional use are all examples of related tasks. In order to produce high-quality writing content that reads professionally, the ghost is employed primarily as a professional freelance writer. To get sparkling, well-written website copy, or other high-quality content, a paid professional freelance writer is sometimes the only option. To do this, a ghost is employed, either as an on-staff writer or as a freelance writer paid particularly for that role. People use ghostwriters to write books for them. Unless the book author wants to share some of the credit with the ghostwriter, the book author is the one who hires the ghostwriter in such circumstances. The ghost may be listed as a co-author or editor of the book in this situation. This is usually done on the acknowledgements page. On the cover of a ghostwritten book, the well-known "as told to" line with the ghostwriter's name is sometimes included. When well-known ghostwriters are used by the book's actual authors, this is frequently the case. Now, let's dwell more about ghostwriting in the music industry. Ghostwriting is one of the several occupations in the music industry that sometimes disregarded by people who want to be connected with music in any manner. However, if you don't mind working in the shadows, this might be a fantastic opportunity. In the music industry, here's how to become a ghostwriter for singers and rappers. So what makes a singer a ghostwriter? It may appear weird to desire to work as a ghostwriter. After all, you're writing for the sake of others and don't earn any credit for your best efforts. As a ghostwriter, your job will be to deliver a product that fulfills the client's expectations, which can be a difficult task at times. In certain cases, you may need to edit or even recreate your work from the ground up after hours of development if it does not meet their criteria. As you might expect, ghostwriting work can be quite fulfilling and satisfying in a variety of ways. Firstly, ghostwriters are frequently paid a lot of money. Although this is not always the case, especially with new competition from other nations such as India and China, as well as bidding service firms seeking for the highest bidder on ghostwriting contracts. However, in many circumstances, a ghostwriter would charge a fee ranging from $10,000 to $25,000 for 3 to 6 months of high-quality book writing. Not necessarily for his or her name as a book writer, a ghostwriter is employed for the quality of his or her work. However, when a ghostwriter and the book author sign a contract, there are a variety of bargains that a ghostwriter can cut with the book author in order to achieve a fair deal for all parties. In the case of a book that is predicted to sell widely and well, the ghostwriter can take a smaller charge, such as $10,000 paid in advance to write the book, which can be paid whole or partially out of a book advance. The ghost may take then 10 to 20% of the book's gross revenues when it is sold over time, possibly with a limit on how much the spirit can make from the book's gross sale. The strategy is only employed when the book is almost certain to be published and sell well. If credit is shared with the book author, the ghostwriter can take a reduced fee. The ghostwriter may just want his or her name on the book as one of the book's writers for reasons of prestige or other purposes, and this is only proposed when the book is certain to sell well. Secondly, ghostwriting, on the other hand, can also be a very flexible career. You can accomplish your work from almost any place if you have a laptop and an internet connection. Keep in mind that you won't need a home office, or that you'll always have time to do what you want when you want. However, some flexibility is expected, and as long as you don't abuse it, you'll grow to appreciate it. True, you won't get credited for your work. Your name may not appear in any album's liner notes, even if they hit it big. However, this does not include you from establishing a reputation as someone in the industry who can compose excellent lyrics. By providing excellent work to your present clients and developing your profile, you can get more exciting employment. That is how relationships are formed in the business world. Another reason to explore this career is if you appreciate music and writing but are unable to sing or play an instrument. However, if this is the case, you will very certainly need to work with other musicians and composers to create the demos. Demos are a powerful marketing tool, therefore you should be accumulating a cash on a regular basis. So bottom line, make sure to establish your name as a ghostwriter. As you can expect, getting your name out there will become a top priority and obligation, because people won't hire you unless they know what you have to offer. Ghostwriters labor in the shadows of the industry, which seems paradoxical. However, the value of being known, liked, and trusted will never ever take a back place to your writing abilities. You must still inform folks about your service. Here are some ideas on how to network and establish yourself. Make demos. Put some fantastic music to your lyrics. If you can't do it for yourself, contact some musicians and ask them to assist you with the music. Build your cache so you have songs ready to go at a moment's notice. Create a website. Showcase your writing abilities on your blog. Publish information about your services, and provide a mechanism for people to employ you and pay you right away. Keep in mind that you should sell yourself as a ghostwriter. Make a social media presence a priority. Your website should serve as an extension of your social media presence. Use social media to spread the word about your blog. To gain credibility, use quotes and testimonials. Visual content such as photos, infographics, and videos should definitely be used. Go out and meet people. Attend concerts, open mics, industry gatherings and conferences, and so on and so on. Shake hands and meet people. You probably don't need to be told where. Don't be concerned about attempting to gain something from each interaction. simply displaying your face in public at these events can make a significant difference in your reputation. Now that's a wrap. What are your thoughts about ghostwriting? What are your expectations for this series? Let us know in the comment down below. We hope you guys liked the video, stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.